Sometimes you start your days waking up in Rome, and sometimes you start them in a Walmart parking lot in Hagerstown, Maryland. It's not bad, it's just different setting. It's actually a gorgeous day, beautiful weather, nothing to complain about. I'm happy. Seriously though, you think it's easy to find a place where you can park your travel trailer overnight? If you think about it, this is a complex subject. You can't just park anywhere because most of the land is owned by someone, so you can't just enter someone's property and park your mobile home. You can't park in most of the big parking lots for supermarkets or department stores or any other kind of stores because this is regulated. There are actually laws and specific restrictions against it. There's trucker stops, you're right, but those are for truckers. Imagine if everyone started parking their RVs in trucker stops. There would be no room for truckers, and these are designated especially for them. These guys travel long distances, they have to sleep. If there's no room available for them, there's a big problem. Walmart, amazingly and graciously, is one of those places who actually officially allow overnight parking in front of their stores. Not all Walmart stores, so you have to find a way and check carefully which ones do allow it. To all the good people of Walmart, thank you. Guys, there's a few crazy things happening today already. First, we got ourselves in trouble. Not a huge amount of trouble, but enough to have a stressful morning. When you travel with this, the less pleasant part of those travels is travel trailers have so-called black and gray tanks. You can figure out what those are. The point is sometimes you have to dump them. To dump them, you have to find the dumping station. We found one on Google Maps, got into the area, got ourselves into a parking lot that we couldn't get out of. Lesson learned: always make absolutely sure when you're driving the trailer that you have a way out. This was a stressful situation. Eventually we backed it out. Blonnie behind the wheel, me directing. There was enough room in a grass lawn. Thank you. You have enough room? This thing is incredibly difficult to back out around a curve on a hill, but we did it eventually. Oh, and that dump station didn't work. It was closed. It wasn't even accessible. So eventually we found a dump station that worked. And when we pulled out of there, I realized I left my coffee standing on the back of the truck. Ask my parents, I used to do that a lot. Now we pulled into another gas station just to add some air to the trailer's tires. And look at this. This is no joke and no tricks, guys. That coffee cup was standing on the back of the truck. We were going around curves and obviously accelerating and braking on the highway, and it did not fall or spill over. Isn't that crazy? We just climbed some really freaking tall mountain, which is not a fun thing to do if you're towing an airstream. It seems like the truck is not gonna make it, but it always does. The further away we're getting from the East Coast, the more of the changing, nice looking landscape is around us. This guy has a real problem. Hope he's alright. It's 5 p.m, the sun is getting lower, dogs and people have their needs while traveling, so this is a refreshment break. We have entered the state of West Virginia. which means there's a good chance for a nice sunset view somewhere on the way. The town you saw in that drone footage was called Weston, West Virginia. It almost sounds like Western, and it did look like a little Western town, what at least used to be a Wild West years ago. And we simply stopped there because it was sunset time and there was a lot of visually cool places to check out. I was hoping to talk to some locals and ask them what this town is all about, but that didn't happen because everything was closed. And also we had to get going because we need to put some mileage under those wheels today. So far we only drove about 420 miles of this entire trip, and the total distance to get there is 1700, so we're not doing so great. But then we're not in any particular rush, we don't have a deadline, and I still think we can do it in 4 days, so we're fine. Last rays of sun during the day. Oh, that's really pretty. I love light. By the way, Blonnie is here. She's doing well. She's just very comfortable.